So my wife and I are in the business of raising strong, happy, skilled, educated, awesome kids. That's what our business is. And so sometimes we can get caught up, we've got to make money, we've got to support our family, we've got to do different things. But the main business is still the main business. And so I was thinking about, as you prioritize your day, would you prioritize a little side business over your main business? And I think we've got to think about it like that. What I do for work obviously is important. And as a dad, I think it's my job to provide for my family, to work as hard as I can reasonably to provide for my family. But I've got to think of that, my business or my job, as a side business to my main business. My main business isn't my business, because I know in the long run, my side business of making money to support my family is not going to last very long. It's going to last a decade or two, maybe more, maybe less. Not going to last that long. But what I do in my family is going to last hundreds of years. I think it's going to go forever. It's going to go a long time. So as I make the choices for my day, I've got to say, okay, my main business is being a husband and a father. What am I going to do? One of the things that I found that's helpful is to plan my work to make money for my main business, which is my family, around that. In other words, I don't plan my family around my main business. I plan my main business, which is raising my family, my kids. Those are the big rocks, which means Stephen Covey has this analogy. He says, if you have a jar and you try to put sand in first and then you have some rocks, you actually can't fit. There's this analogy he shows where you can't fit them all in. But if you put the big rocks in first, the sand can go around. So I've got to put the big rocks in first. One of the ways I think that's a good way to do it, you and your spouse get up. If you're married, if you're not, do it on your own. You can say a prayer. Just ask for God's help. Tell him what you need help with. Be grateful. Tell him what you need help with. And ask for help in raising your kids and being a good spouse. That right there alone, asking for God's help, is a huge, big rock. And you can plan the rest of your day. If you don't have enough time, get up a little earlier, right? Next, basic things. Like there's two things in our family we've said we just have to do. They're more important than anything else. We have to say family prayer together. So there's been times where one of us has run out the door and we forgot. And we called up and said, no, we're coming back together. We're going to say family prayer together. It's more important than being on time. It's more important than getting to the next thing. Family prayer is a must. And then for us, we've also decided that we're going to read scriptures together. We're going to talk about the Savior. We're going to talk about Jesus. We're going to learn together. Those are the things you have to do. Everything else, yes, I need to go to work. Yes, I need to do things, but I don't need to do them as bad as I need to say family prayer, pray with my spouse, and study the scriptures together. After those things are in, there's a lot of other things we can do, but if you can get those things and put them in first. So in the mornings is where generally it works best for us. Then you've got, I got to tell you, there's little hidden blessings that come along with this. So like, for example, if we're just going to read the Bible together, read scriptures together. Our kids learn to read really well, in part because every morning we get up and read scriptures. Now that's a side thing. That's not the reason I'm doing it. I want them to learn about Jesus Christ. I want them to learn about what's really, really important and principles. But doing just that little piece has actually made it so they've done much better in their education and their ability to read. So there's little hidden blessings that come along with that. Saying a family prayer where you could just in a circle or holding hands or whatever you're going to do, pray and ask for help for the day. And then focus all your energy on that day to being the best you can be. Now, of course, we've got other things to handle and life gets busy. Life can get hectic. We've got a lot of stuff to do, but put the big rocks in first. And then also just realize, what's your main business? What's your main job? In my opinion, being a husband and a father is the main job. And next comes my job to make money so I can support the main job of being a husband and father. Just a thought for today. Thanks for listening. I am so jealous of my wife because she gets the ultimate career. She gets to train and nurture and love our children. more than I get to because I have to be doing things like this podcast. Parenting's the ultimate career. If you like what you heard today, please like, subscribe, comment, leave a review. Thank you for listening. You can also check out my book, What I Want My Children to Know Before I Die. It's available on Amazon and other bookstores. Thanks again for listening.